Hello everyone, and welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio. In the last session, we have made it to Martira, the old castle town, and we have just been thoroughly exploring it, chatting with everyone here, picking up quests, and we have only 2 days left before we need to head off to make sure we are at Heismay's den in time for the sand flash, so we can take advantage of that. So, we have some things to do. Firstly, I would like to go and speak with Moore in Academia, because we just got Brigitte as a new follower, and that means we unlock the merchant class, which will be good. I sense the power of a new archetype. Do come and speak to me should you want to study it.
Please, do make yourselves comfortable.
Right, yes, merchant type. So, armed with cash-fueled almighty skills, it can increase battle rewards to provide out-of-combat support. Okay. So the hero passive, chance of winning a small sum of money each time an enemy is stunned or defeated in overworld combat. That's cool. Gold attack. It's 500. It costs 500 for one attack. Okay, well that is going to add up quickly. You do 10 turns of battle, you've already spent 5,000. That's like quite a lot. It deals weak physical almighty damage with a high crit rate. Almighty damage can crit? Usually magic damage can't crit, and almighty is like a kind of magic. But, okay, interesting. Oh wait, but no, because it's not. It says physical almighty damage. Is there... oh, okay. Is there... That's different from Persona, right? You don't have almighty dealing fizz damage in Persona. It's like its own thing. Okay, interesting. It has a high crit rate, sure. And then the rest are like passives. Increases likelihood of receiving items by 20%. Increases effects of consumables. Increases further if the same lineage is present. Increases evasion against fire attacks. That seems like a weird one to have on a merchant, but sure. And steals mag from one enemy. Okay. It doesn't sound that useful, I'm not gonna lie. To have a whole person's slot, like, I don't know. The crit rate, like, maybe, but the cost is quite high. Dunno. But I guess if we... I guess we could do it, and like, because for the healer, we're only using the healer. Well, sometimes we're using it for the light attack, but largely we're just using it for the heal. But then we could just, like, have this and put the heal as this one's, like, extra skill, and then we have this gold attack as well, maybe? It's just... you don't... I feel like you'll be spending more than you'll be making, money-wise, so I don't know. But then extra items is nice. I guess we'll unlock it.
I see. Fascinating.
The merchant. This is the archetype you sensed from Brigitte's way of life.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the prudent arbitrator, who bridges the gaps between others, fostering new values and new places of belonging.
Alright.
2,500 mag is required to channel the merchant for the first time. Do you want to awaken it? Yeah, bro, I've got 30,000 mag. I have mag falling out of my arsehole. So much mag. That is the power I seek.
Of course.
Then so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as a merchant. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength, if thou art prepared to disavow martial might and support society from within the shadow of coin, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the merchant.
Really?
The power to use money to achieve victory and reap the rewards. I'll put it to good use. It's yet another way to fight. Merchant archetype has awakened. Cool.
New skills, new possibilities.
The Iron Abacus. Alright. And then if we go into details, Oh, what's the synthesis? All reset. Removes all beneficial effects from all enemies. That's cool. Fucking extortionate cost, though. Fortune slots. Low hit rate, but all hits deal critical, physical, almighty damage, huh? Ally, brawler, merchant, or summoner lineages. And then if I put weak HP recovery for all allies.
All right.
Watch this.
We could try that out. We could try that out. Why not? Although then again, I'm like, the healer's at rank 17. I want to get it to rank 20. There's so much I want to level, man. It's nice to have this feeling. It's not really a feeling you get from Persona. Like, leveling your character obviously matters in Persona, but leveling your, like, the Personas themselves, it's like you only need to get them a couple of levels and then they'll have got all of their skills, and then there's literally no purpose to, like, leveling them anymore because you're just going to replace them anyway and stuff. So it's really nice to have a game where it feels like it matters much more. Gotta pet the cat. It is a requirement. Is this ever... I really hope that at some point this becomes a plot point. The Book of the Apocalypse. I need it to become a plot point. Desperately. What the fuck are you talking about? The Book of the Apocalypse. Like, tell me more. Get it? Because his name's More. This looks like research documents about the merchant archetype. In times of yore, there lived heroes who eschewed the blade, but won their fortune through masterful negotiation. Their souls together form the power of the merchant. Among them, the elite who seeks to control the world of profits and losses, finding victory in superior deal-making, I dub the tycoon. The merchant archetype attacks with money rather than mind or body, and bears the power to gain rewards beyond victory in battle. But viewed in another light, it is only as powerful as the war chest that funds it, and without coin, it has nothing. Let no merchant forget this truth.
We'll figure it out.
Increases battle rewards just by being in the party. Money-consuming skills are strong, but don't let them overspend. Indeed, indeed. So the key thing about this one, so the only thing it gets is the tycoon, which we can actually look at, it turns out. You need to get her to rank 8. The tycoon, you have to max Brigitte out to get? Okay. And it requires 32,000 mag? What the fuck? So this is an endgame one. Okay, that's wild. All the rest of them are like, get it to rank 3. Get it to rank 3. Oh, it was him for rank 3. We've already done that, haven't we? They're all of them are like rank 3, and then this one is literally max her out, and also the mag cost is more than you have after all this time. The mag cost of this is 8,000. That's reasonable. 7,000, reasonable. 8,000, reasonable. 7,000, reasonable. And this one's 32,000. You're out of your goddamn mind. What does he do? Gold Rush. Okay, so instead of weak physical almighty, it's heavy physical almighty. And it's 2,500 instead of 500. That's crazy. The Lucky Find passive remains. Multiplies effects of consumables by 2. Rare items after battle by 20%. Doubles the chance of dealing a crit to an enemy. Okay, so that goes with this because this already has a high crit chance. So this will probably make it essentially the crit every single time. And then an almighty boost. Right. Man, that is wild. All reset, same as before. Fucking hell. 9,999 increases all of one ally's stats by 3 ranks for 3 turns. Jesus Christ. For 10k? How much money are we gonna... Like, maybe by... Because this has to be like an endgame thing, right? Because it is rank 8 and all that. So, if it's an endgame thing, maybe we're actually swimming in money by then. Like, maybe we have millions and millions and 10k is nothing. But, like, that seems insane. That's still there. And then Golden Soldier, for 3,000, deals extreme physical almighty to all enemies. But how is that a third of the price of this? This seems extreme physical almighty to all enemies. That sounds incredibly good, whereas one ally stats by 3 ranks? Like, yeah, it's good, but It only lasts 3 turns, and it's only for 1 ally, whereas this is massive damage to every enemy. I feel like if you did this 3 times, they'd already be dead. Whereas if you did this once, it would... I don't know. I don't know. That's very interesting. I wonder what the question mark is. Merchant rank 20. Oh, it's another thing that needs to be maxed out, I guess, before you can get that. Yeah, that must be it. Well, that is interesting. And then we had, which one was it? We had a note that was like, was it you?
Here's the real
Kill the ones in black cloth, yeah. Don't wield a staff. The Vesps are weak to pierce. Okay, so it was this. It was the prize of the abandoned tomb. That's it. Treasure monsters attack less frequently if money-consuming skills are used. And you must counteract sleep. Right, yeah.
I bear good tidings. Here's the real skinny.
Sell them at the Dudgy Gloam Hall shop. That's only open at night, right? Boo-doo-boo-doo-boo.
Got a right gem for you.
Oh yeah, and also try stealing from it. We don't have anything that can steal yet. I'd like to find something that can steal. That'd be cool. Some kind of rogue thief class type thing, I assume. Alright. Okay, I think we are good to go. Snap back again. To reality. Bomb, bomb.
People missing.
Right. So. Today,
Alright.
what are we gonna do?
Where to?
I think... Oh, we can't do it from the world map. Okay, we need to go to the... We need to go to our car then, in that case, don't we? Can we go to our car from this menu? Yes.
Let's go.
About time, what? Now point us toward the fray.
I've been waiting. Ready to move out? Where to? Let's check status.
Now then.
The exhibition is on July 21st, which necessitates that we hunt down Heismei before then.
That is...
This Heismei is meant to be a talented fighter, right? It'd be quite the irony if we lost our heads while trying to take his.
If so...
Then we should hone our skills before we take him on. Or then should we? We've got time until the exhibition, so we have a bit of leeway for some training.
Yeah.
It wouldn't hurt to build up some funds for our journey either. There must be some places outside the city where we can do both. Requests and tactics, that's this, yeah. Route map. Man, I love this map. Travel days. Be sure to check the weather and travel time before you depart. When heading to a distant dungeon, you may need to spend the night at an encampment and resume traveling the next morning. The night after exploring a dungeon, you can choose to stay the night there or teleport back to town. Right. Why would you stay the night there? I guess if you... Oh, it's to... I see. It's if you get to a dungeon and you don't complete... You can't complete it. If it's like such a big side dungeon that you can only do like part of it, then you can quit out, you can camp there and go back in the next day fully refreshed without having to do the travel time back from town again. That makes sense.
Now then.
Now, how far do I run her then?
This is...
Can we do anything with this? A major candidate's gauntlet runner seems to be here. I get the feeling someone's here. If we run into them, we'll probably have to throw down. Okay, well, I note that they are literally on the fucking path to Heismei's joint, so we will meet them, and we will have to throw down then.
A gauntlet runner.
But sure, not right now. So this is the treasure dungeon. And then up here is the goblin joint. But what we actually want to do is Comero, a verdant lakeside village. Life here was promising once, but recent monster attacks have proven otherwise. The chief export is carrier pigeons for Martira. We have 2 requests here. Let's fucking go then.
Where you want to go?
The old man that Neurus is looking for is there. Let's pay the place a visit for him. If there's a reward involved, it could help us with our preparations against Heismei. Want to go?
It's your call.
We should get there by midday. Can we make it back by tonight? But of course, so long as you don't dilly-dally, that is. Let's go.
Let's be off.
I mean, have they forgotten we can teleport now? Then 'tis settled. It would behoove us all to prepare ourselves, even whilst on the road. That's a fucking cool loading screen.
The Gauntlet Runner heads off toward a small farming village, and each shuddering step reminds them of their journey's purpose.
I hear a voice. I am stagnating. I need to train. Hulkenberg comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. Oh, yeah? It said we'd get there by midday, right? So presumably whatever Hulkenberg needs... it won't take up time, but I don't know. She said she'd be, like, outside, right? But not this outside. Oh, is that Stroll over there? I wonder if Hulkenberg's with him. Wait, can I just teleport outside? Yes.
Let's go.
Bum, 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 bum. Not in the desert anymore. We've got little towns. Very low-res towns. Sure.
Are you free?
What ought we do today? Whatever the specifics, it would be prudent to use our time in improving our chances and building our strength.
Speaking of,
Ah, we'd made a promise to train together, hadn't we? The deck of the runner seems spacious enough. I should think our swing's safe from any harm doing in the open air. If you've the time, shall we begin? I thought it said we were going to get there by midday, and therefore it wouldn't... Okay, well, whatever. That's... Sure, we'll use the day. Commendable enthusiasm. Let us send for Stroll as well. Never any harm in sharpening our skills, I say.
you see?
A great fundamental of swordplay, oft overlooked, is finding time to reflect upon yourself.
Now then.
Both of you have faced life or death combat. I imagine you have some grasp of your greatest strengths by now. I'm good at staying versatile.
That's...
My strength is that I'll give any tactic a try.
I see.
You've commendable skill and confidence to match.
On guard!
Very well. Let us begin training with a warm-up. First, show me your beast walk. My what?
Halt!
Come now. Don't just stand there. Let's see your beast walk.
Huh?
A beast walk being what exactly?
At the ready!
You walk on both hands and feet, of course, like a beast. Now, begin. Why? What the hell are we doing? And why? Free your mind of distracting thoughts, Stroll. Ignore your limbs crying out for reprieve. The pain is making them stronger. Is it, though? 'Twould be best to continue this into tomorrow, if only to correct that shameful form of yours. But we must move on. Now, the horned lizard stance.
Are you serious?
She's subjecting us to more of this? Is she trying to kill us?
Don't fret.
Stroll, your breathing is erratic. Center yourself, find calm, and you will find you can bear even boulders as if they were pebbles. Ugh. Ugh. Stroll is dead. R.I.P. Now, to the swordplay proper. Is this your first time using a sparring sword? If you can land but a single blow on me, I will concede. You needn't worry, there is no blade on the sword. We will continue until you manage it. The ferocious strikes broke our sparring swords.
Very well.
Not ideal. Oh well, we shall make do.
Huh?
Wait, what? Hold on. Your foe will never wait when asked. You should be giving your utmost effort even in training.
At the ready! ready.
Come, Will. Do you care nothing for the success of our mission? Push me harder.
Come on, then.
Well, well. Commendable vigor, Will. Perhaps you do have what it takes.
Hold it.
Cool your head, Hulkenberg. If you hurt yourself in training, that solves nothing. You'll keel over before you even get to any real fighting.
Sorry.
Yes, you're right. I apologize. It's not like I don't understand your passion, but you could afford to go a little easier on us. Was the training excessive? 'Twas a rigorous regimen Rodanth and I once shared. Ah, Rodanth being the man we met at the capital the other day. Once my peer, now a commander of the Royal Knights. His words linger in me. I cannot seem to shake them. I have no clinging attachments to my previous position or status as a knight. I left that post to pursue my own mission, pride of my station be damned. Yet for all my searching, I never found the prince. For long seasons I wandered, aimless and liegeless.
But
He calls me fallen, and how can I blame him? How can I deny it? Wait, that was... What the fuck did that accent go at the end there? How can I deny it? That's not true.
Listen.
But you aren't fallen. Not now, anyway. Maybe so. But if I cannot believe that without your words to support me, I still have a long ways to go. When I left the capital, I did so with the sole purpose of helping the prince. But at times, I can't help but think. Perhaps I could have done more if I'd remained there as a knight. Perhaps there may have been a better path. But let us speak no more of what ifs. I've no intention of changing my path now. Together, we shall move forward for the prince. I can sense Hulkenberg's knightly resolve and deep trust. Hoggers. The steadfast vassal, Hulkenberg, keeper and heritor of the knight's virtues.
No.
A new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom through thy bond.
A new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny. Clap!
and now.
The party can
walk
now
this
study
path
the
at your
Magic
side.
Knight. Ooh, and then the Magic Knight then splits off into two further things. Magic Knight in Academia, except we can't because we have to get Knight to like 20 first, right? So that's weird that it says that, but yeah.
However,
Well, we'll get no farther with broken swords. Let us end our training there for now, and buy replacements when we can. Say, Will, are you feeling hungry after our efforts? Here, take one of these, a dried caterpillar. Rich in vital nutrients, perfect for post-training cooldown. Don't let petty labels like insect dissuade you, Sure. Doing our best to negotiate around the proffered caterpillars, we return to the others. Love it. Love it, love it, love
The
it.
party at last arrives in the village of Comero, a small farming settlement southeast of Martira. Blessed by the mild climate, its ranches produce fine fare, and to take in its idyllic landscapes is to be at peace, as time itself seems to stop. It
I wouldn't
gained
call
a
that southeast,
reputation
I'd just
for
call that
its
east.
rare and wondrous goods, brought there by merchants in their longing to return. As though welcomed by the grazing animals, the gauntlet runner stops gently.
Comero.
say,
This is the place. 'Tis more barren than I imagined. The kind of village one would only visit in the most dire circumstances, I'm sure. Oh, come now. The air is clean, and there's no sign they've been attacked by humans. Really, what more can you ask for? In fact, gazing out at all this green, I find such peace. I can hardly think of raising my sword again.
fie.
Strull, Please.
Come on.
Hey, guess what? I found the village shop.
That reminds me.
By the way, do you want to ask about the old inventor? You know, the man with the relic that Neurus was looking for? Why didn't Neurus leave the runner then? Shouldn't this be a happy reunion? Who knows? Though I thought I heard him mutter, "Old goat's probably dead," or something like that.
Hey.
Excuse me, is there an old inventor living in this village? I'm just now realizing that this village does not actually exist as a place to walk around. Huh. This village is this painting and text boxes. Ah, I see. Oh well. An inventor? Hold on, you don't mean that Ishkia codger with the bad leg? Well, I'll be damned. Never thought anyone would actually show up. I'm sorry to say he passed away not too long ago, quite suddenly. But you knew him, did you? If so, here, this is for you. Glass ornament.
Oh.
What is this? An igniter? I've never seen such a shape. Couldn't tell you. I wasn't the foggiest what happens in inventors' heads. He just told me to give this to anyone who came asking about him. Heard he used to be famous in the royal capital, but he developed a fondness for this place and our sky burial ritual. Oh, let me give you this too. Inventor's journal.
That's...
What in the blazes is this? I can't make out a single word. Where's a language like this come from? No clue. Maybe Neurus knows?
This?
Either way, we'll tell him what we learned. After I handed him what I got at the village, Neurus fell into silent inspection.
He's been like that for a while now. Wonder if he's all right.
Suddenly voiced, okay.
I knew it! This thing's the genuine article. A real bona fide lost relic in my hands. Some sort of power affecting the air around it. Trace amounts only. Something... a reaction. A reaction entirely unlike magla, by God. Absolutely smashing. Beyond my wildest hopes. No bloody idea how to use it. If I could just adapt this conduit here... Can't forget a masterpiece like this. I say, lad, did you find this for my sake?
We wanted to help.
We wanted to help you out, nurse.
Why, I'm barely well touched. It positively jokes a man up. You may be just a lad, but with the heart of a saint. And that old fella... Seems silly to ask, but he's long gone, isn't he?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Thought so. You can fight the years, but you can't beat them. He made good on his promise, though, eh? It's in my hands now, old man. What's that?
Something from the village. It's written with some letters we can't understand.
Ah, a cipher. Mirror letters. See here? It's a script I use myself when I don't want any snoop stealing my inventions. Now I think of it, he's the one who taught me even that trick. Thanks, old man. I owe you a great deal. Thank you.
Nice. Hero's incense.
So what is it? Blueprints for a big secret invention?
No. This is research on the lost relics. Looks like the old
this is an
hero
ongoing
was
quest,
hunting
I see.
for others. Different cipher here. He tried to guess at locations too. Looks like his chase ended when he lacked the means to follow his findings. Say, I've a grander favor to ask. Could you check around for more of these lost relics?
Sure can.
Looks like the old man worked out a few other locations.
7?
There's 7 more relics noted down in this journal. I've got to see them all with my own eyes. A quick stopover or two in our travels should be all it takes, so please?
Leave it to me.
Right. Leave it to me.
Appreciated. We're in this journey together, what?
What? I can feel Neuros's passion for the relics as well as his faith in me. Oh, new follower? Hell yeah. Are you going to give me the gunner? I feel like you're going to give me the gunner.
Free-hearted engineer.
Yeah.
Within him dwells the virtue of the gunner. Nurture thy
Gunner,
bond
gunner,
within,
gunner.
and a new power
Gunner, gunner,
yet
gunner.
slumbering within thee
Gunner,
may
gunner,
awaken.
gunner. Gunner, gunner, gunner. Clappers.
I'm ready to kick my feet up, lad.
All right. We are filling this tree out pretty quickly. How many more starting ones are there? There's 1, 2 on the top right. 1 in the bottom right, 3. 2 more in the bottom middle, 4, 5. And 1 more just underneath the gunner, 6. There's only 6 more, like, fresh starting classes. And then, obviously, there are still a bunch of spin-off classes that come out of the ones we've already got. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the gunner from Neurus. Now study the gunner. Oh my god, that fucking armor looked sick. He had a massive cannon on his shoulder.
You said it'd only take a few stopovers. But do you even know where they are?
Well, they're scattered all about, my girl. If we could crack the cipher, that'd narrow down our search range a tad. I'll leave this journal here. If I can crack any of the codes, I'll make a special note of it. So you just take a look when you feel like a spot of treasure hunting.
This one's important.
Relic search. Find Neurus's coveted relics. I don't know where they are, but I should look for clues in the notebook he keeps on a pillar in the engine room to help with my search. Okay. No deadline.
Hey, I was thinking this back at the village, but I think I might be able to detect this relic with my powers.
Fog.
I'll know if I'm close to it. When you want to hunt for relics, can you let me know?
It seems like Gallica can sense where relics are. I should search the area if she brings it up. Gallica will sometimes inform you she's detected a relic when you're at the entrance of a dungeon. Right. Make sure to keep an eye out for it when you're exploring.
Thanks, you two. I'm rather looking forward to digging deeper into this.
I left Neurus to be immersed in his work and returned to the village with Gallica. Oh yeah, we still need to buy the thing for the dude, right? Oh, auto off. As ever, 'tis a calm, peaceful place, this village. That's its charm, isn't it?
Okay then.
Let's stop by the shop since we're already here.
That reminds me.
By the way, weren't you asked to buy a practical pigeon parcel? I wonder if they sell that here. Ask about the village.
Right.
This village is mostly known for its agriculture, livestock and carrier pigeons. There were some terrifying rumors about Martira, but this is a nice and peaceful place.
I see.
It would appear this village wasn't targeted. It was probably too remote. One thing of note here is that we still practice sky burials. They're a memorial service, held so the soul of the deceased can ascend to the skies and soar like a bird. Sanctism doesn't have the same hold out here that it does in the capital. Some say we're a paradise for the perished, where you can be laid to rest as you please. The tournament.
Amazing.
Did you hear? Word is that anyone now has the chance to become king. It's absurd. What kind of fool would volunteer himself for all that trouble?
Whoa.
You never know. Maybe there's one closer than you think.
What is it?
Humans? Nah, I haven't heard a thing about them here. But if we're attacked, I've heard Count Luis will hunt them down for us. Don't count on rumors. At the end of the day, you need to be prepared to defend your own life. No valuables to sell. No. Okay, 20% off today. Lovely, lovely. Ooh, yes. I will max out those. Thank you very much. We've got 5 of those for paralysis. Use while bathing to increase agility by 2. Oh. You can buy 20. That would cost 40,000. I mean, it's tempting. High agility would be poggers. 10 grand for 5. Oof. Like, how often are we gonna be bathing is the thing. I feel like usually there's gonna be other things that I'd rather do. You know? Like, there's gonna be books to read, which will raise our stats. There's gonna be follower events to do. I feel like it's going to be fairly rare that I have absolutely nothing to do, and so I can do this. So I think I might leave it. Prevents rage, prevents paralysis. Strength +3, magic +3, endurance +3, agility +3, luck +3. Okay, and here we are. Practical pigeon parcel. An assortment of carrier pigeon eggs intended to become a convenient means to deliver letters and small packages. Got it. Got it. And this is 20% off as well. The fact that it's $2 grand at 20% off is like, ouch. Maybe we get one, just in case. Just in case we ever don't have anything to do on board, and we can do that. I feel like that's not going to be a very common thing, though. Well, we got what we came for. What should we do now? What happens if you click "Let's continue our trip"? Oh, it takes you back here. Okay.
Now then.
Now, how far do I run her then?
This place.
Can we go here? Because there's no campfire. So could we go here like in a single day
This
again?
place.
Ah, danger.
Which one?
What happens if you click it?
Well, are we going?
It'll be night when we get there. Let's regroup at our base first. Okay, so you have to return to base?
All right.
Is that what I'm getting from this? Yeah, it sounds like it. Okay, let's go back to base then.
Okay then.
You're going to use teleportation magic? Okay, let's get going. Bada bing, bada boo. Free nights. Even on days that you return from a trip, you still have free time for activities at nights as long as you haven't got into a dungeon that day. Nice. Back to the Martira Tavern.
Yes.
I imagine we can handle these sandworms, but it would do us good to consider other methods of drawing closer to Luis. This downtime might be a fine opportunity to build our renown. They'll find it harder to ignore our names with deeds to back them up.
I'm in trouble now.
Camero. A small farming village southeast of Martira that enjoys stable weather throughout the year, allowing agriculture and carrier pigeon husbandry to thrive. Slightly beyond the capital's influence due to its remote location, the village has long-standing, deeply rooted religious views. People can freely choose their method of burial upon their death, including excarnation? I don't know what excarnation is, with a sky burial, and as a result, Camero is often called a paradise for the dead. Travelers are struck by nostalgia at seeing its idyllic, pastoral sights, as it attracts new residents by its unique burials. Man, it does look beautiful, huh? I would love to live somewhere like this, but only if it had incredible internet, like I have right now. And unfortunately, those two things seem fucking impossible to come by in our modern day. You cannot have a beautiful countryside house that also has good internet. Like, it just doesn't happen. I feel like any time I've been to the country ever, it's always shit Wi-Fi, shit like 4G, 5G signal, whatever. And I cannot live without good internet, unfortunately. So much though I would much rather live somewhere fucking gorgeous like this. It's just never gonna happen, I feel. Due to that. Right, yes. I should go hand this quest in, shouldn't I? Do you have news to say?
Pleasure to see you.
Is our cuisine not to your taste? Why do you eat bugs? I would say it's simply because they're delicious, but I've met few outsiders who would agree. They're easy to harvest, and they're quite rich in nutrients. The giant sandworms are dangerous, but we feast upon their larvae. If you ask me, the delicacies of other cities are far stranger to me. For instance, I heard something from a peddler. Apparently the people of Briarhaven eat fish in all sorts of ways, including completely raw, if you can believe it. Oh, my stomach churns just thinking about it.
Pleasure to see you.
Grim. Tell me about the town.
Oh, dear me.
It's dangerous now, but it's usually a very nice place to live. The weather is pleasant all year round, and we've no shortage of stores that can meet all your needs. And above all that, Lady Joanna graces us with her magnificent presence. Before all these kidnappings happened, I'd say it was a truly blessed town.
Pleasure to see you. Oh, dear me.
Varden, he's the type of person who would bend over backwards for the good of the town. He's the one that brought you over here, isn't he? He's always been that way, even before the kidnapping started. He'd do anything to help his people. He's always put his work first, which I hear has caused him some issues with his own family. Though I suppose I'm not in any position to gossip about that. Barden's family? That's the first I've heard of it. I wonder what happened to them. Oh? That sounded worrying. I put a little discount on my intel for Idle State. Oh. Well. I'm sure glad that I know that now, having purchased them all already. For some reason, I didn't think the discount would apply to him. Son of bitch.
So?
We should make sure to do our shopping while the sale's going on. Indeed. It was you, wasn't it? Yeah, you.
Hello,
Is that the practical pigeon parcel? Oh, you really got it for me.
Stupendous.
Stupendous, thank goodness. I'll put these into an incubator right away. A magic igniter will have them ready to hatch in a snap. Our requisitioned pigeons are being used to relay news about the tournament. I can't tell you how much of a pain in the arse it's been for our city. If we've got to have a new king, I hope there'll at least be somebody who'll put a stop to these pushy nobles ruining our lives over their whims.
You know, you saved my arse.
Well, for the time being, these eggs should take care of our needs and then some. I really must thank you.
Mission accomplished.
Clap. Popularity, we're in the 4,000s, yay!
Amazing.
Wow, you sure you're okay giving us that much?
Ah, brilliant.
I insist. These pigeons are the lifeblood of the city. Everyone was very generous in pitching in.
Right then.
If anything comes up again, you'll be the first person I look for.
Why, you?
Hey, we're happy to help, but we're not exactly an odd jobs agency, unless the pay's good. If the pay's good, we are in fact an odd jobs agency. A method of delivering letters or parcels reliant on the bird's natural homing instinct. It has become standard to use pigeons to deliver urgent news, as pigeons are faster and cheaper than relying on travelling peddlers or merchants. Pigeons are most commonly used, but a variety of birds can be deployed, depending on distance and speed required. It's not unheard of for a canny craftsman to accurately send a letter across the entire continent by infusing magic to the letter and employing a bird sensitive to magla. Nice.
Hello,
Thanks to you, we'll have a flock of carrier pigeons again. They all hatched without issue. Wait, instantly? So the problem is solved. Now that is magic.
How did this happen?
It's not just citizens. One of my fellow soldiers disappeared recently too. But he was a guard in Lady Joanna's castle. How's it possible for him to bloody vanish? I feel like Lady Joanna is in on it. I feel like she was presented as too nice. I was like, are you really this nice? I feel like the answer is no.
Hello.
Hey, it's you. Sorry for all that bother with the sandworm thing. Wish I could give you some useful information to, you know, make it up to you. Oh, I just thought of something. You probably want inside info on Luis, like the type the army would know. Well, I'll have you know he's not just a great soldier or a brilliant commander. He's also an exceptional mage. Is that all? What? You did hear me, didn't you? Let's just run it down again. He's a warrior, a commander, and they say he wins the moment he draws his sword. But still, I heard more people went to his side after the royal funeral. Guess some folks only admire raw power. Anyway, you best be careful. Yes, you never know what's going on in some people's fucking heads. With who they choose to flock to. We keep the city's entrances under close watch. A mouse couldn't get in. And yet, Heismay's kidnapping incidents keep happening. Is he just that fast that he can get past the guards? I think the answer is... I'm getting more and more convinced of this. The answer is, he's not getting past the guards. He's not, in fact, doing the kidnappings. Because bro was like, I have zero evidence of this. And then, with all the sassy things people are saying, and about, like, even people directly in Lady Joanna's castle are disappearing, it's like, I feel like Lady Joanna is responsible somehow. I don't know how, but I feel like she is the bad guy here. Potential.
Alright then.
Right, so if I look at followers, oh no, follower, would it tell me if there was someone? Why did he have a exclamation over him? Just because they ranked up? Oh yeah, we need to go look at the gun, don't we? The gunner. what we shall do.
Now, where was I?
Fascinating.
So you've a new archetype, have you? I expected nothing less. Please do not hesitate to inform me when you wish to study it. And he wanted me to study it immediately, right?
Hello.
That was one of the quests he gave. 1,500, all good. Employs long-range pierce attacks, effective even from the back row. Also a deft dealer of status ailments. Oh, effective even from the back row. Oh, that's cool. We're weak to slash. Hero passive, recover HP each time an enemy is stunned or defeated in overworld combat. That's nice. Sleep shot, only usable from back row. Deals weak physical pierce to one enemy. May inflict sleep. That's cool. Poison shot. Again, back row. Medium physical pierce this time. This is weak physical pierce, so this is slightly better, but also poison. Increases one ally's hit and evasion for 3 turns. Increases hit rate by 10%. And Hex shot. Oh, Hex is the fucked one, isn't it? Heavy physical pierce and Hex. Cool. Wild Barrage. Medium pierce to all enemies 2 to 3 times. Increase all allies hit and evasion. Mania Bullet. Heavy fizz pierce to one enemy. Inflicts a one-time weakness to slash, pierce, and strike. Huh. Cool. Let's study that bitch.
Fascinating.
The Gunner. This is the archetype you sense from Neurith's way of life.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the Trailblazer, who uses technology and innovation to forge a path forward, in the name of the people it would serve and hearten.
All right.
Awaken that motherfucker!
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as a Gunner. Gunner, gunner, gunner. Gunner, gunner, gunner. Gunner, gunner, gunner. Gunner, gunner, gunner. O worthy heart, who tempers anxiety into strength. If thou art prepared to strive for victory, even from a distance, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the Gunner.
Really?
I shall pierce through enemies at range. I will not avert my eyes, not from the fight, and not from reality. Clap.
I found new power.
Sure. Put this in here as well. Lovely jubbly. Boo doo boo doo boo. Yeah, I guess let's try that out then, shall we? The merchant, it's like, it's interesting, but I don't know if I'd want to be spunking so much cash and stuff. But this seems cool. And next up, we have... Oh, you need to get Seeker to 10 and Gunner to 20 for the next one. Myriad shots, weak physical pierce to all. Weak physical pierce to all 2 to 3 times. Increase evasion against pierce. Recover HP after defeating an enemy. And heavy physical pierce to one enemy. And decreases their defense. Ooh, like that, like that. Medium physical pierce to all enemies 3 to 5 times. That's getting pretty fucking cool. Severe physical pierce to 1. And ignores resistances. Okay, that's really good. And the Mania Bullet still. Knight, Healer, or Commander can do this. That's a really good one. Gunner and Knight. That is a really good one. Cool, 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 cool. Right, more. What do you have to chat about now? Because you wanted me to learn this, right?
True to form.
I take it you've finished studying the Gunner for me. I could stand to learn from such an insatiable spirit of inquiry.
Incredible.
Clap. Hero's Fruit and Imagination.
All right.
Ping. Ooh. 4 of those, and it increased it by that little. Oof. That's a rough... It's going to be rough increasing these, huh? What do we need to focus on? We need to focus on courage and eloquence to get them to level 2. We've got courage like halfway, a little over halfway. Eloquence we've never done at all. Well, he's pretty good, isn't he?
Yes.
So he is. Thanks to him, my thoughts are finally in order. While researching, I looked into where this place might truly be. But I suspect we must also consider why it was that the king imprisoned me here in the first place. Most likely, it was because my archetype research was nearing a truth that the king would prefer remain buried. What truth?
What?
Alright.
Archetypes were forbidden by Sanctism to begin with. It is a mighty power after all. I'm sure they saw it as a threat, and rightly so, especially if wielded freely by the people. Even now, research on it is forbidden. Presumably the king reasoned that if he locked me up here, I could contribute no more. And so I continued my research day after day, with no results to show for it, stuck in this place, continuing on in circles just as he designed. I speak of it nonchalantly now, but in truth those days were some of the hardest I've known. How can a man endure such failure and solitude and remain sane?
But...
However, through my fantasy novel, I found a connection to you. You who shares my dearest ideals. I doubt the king could have expected such a twist as this. The wheels of fate have slowly begun to turn.
It's conceivable.
Only when my research on archetypes, on transformation magic, is complete and immaculate. Only then might I escape the king's curse and leave this place. I'll help you.
Right.
Oh.
The longer I dwell in this lonely place, the more your words of support touch my heart.
Regards.
I will count on you as before, as a comrade in vision and in ambition. I can feel Moore's deep gratitude and trust, Pog Champion. We're getting another level. Oh yeah. The scholar in search of utopia, Moore. Within him dwells the virtue of the seeker.
No.
Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to
A
blossom.
new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny. Clappers!
You are the key to
The
escape.
Magic Seeker. Nice.
Now then.
Ah, this foreign thing, joy that courses through me. But you need a power to oppose more hardships. Study the heroic embodiment of the merchant. I have good news, Moore. Are we about to get level 3 and then immediately get level 4? The growth of a heroic embodiment will refine your virtues in turn. I hope this task will prove meaningful to you.
This one's important.
Oh. Never mind. Get it to rank 15? 15? That's so much. Then again, we do have all this hero stuff. We could just fucking bung that in there. We could probably get it to 15 with all this hero's fruit and shit we've got.
I have faith in you.
I believe in you. I trust that you will fulfill your promise to me. Alright. So what was this new... Oh, also... Did we look at... Yeah, we looked at that one, didn't we? The Magic Seeker. Just need Seeker for 20. Support attacks from your comrades happen more easily. Medium wind damage. Increase one ally's attack for 3 turns. Medium HP recovery. Increase evasion against wind attacks. Which is a weird one to have on this. Like, I get that these are more for putting them as skills on other... Like, if I have a wind weakness archetype, then I would put this as the skill for that one. But it seems weird that you get it on one where it already resists wind. Heavy wind. And attack defense for 1 ally by 2 ranks for 3 turns. Cool. And a whole load of this shit. Extreme fire damage. Extreme physical strike. Increased crit rate for all allies. Interesting. Gak Cyclone. What? Gas Cyclone? Weird. And then there is another one after that as well, which presumably will require that to 20 as well. There's so much, dude. There's actually so much. I can't decide. I don't know what to focus on. We've almost got healer to 20. Which is good because she's one away from level 3. And then we'll unlock that next one. This, like, we've barely touched since the start of the game. But obviously it's good. Gallica, I'm sure she'll probably hit rank 3 soon. And then it's like, fuck, we should probably be getting this. Because having these skills is very useful. Oh, man, there's so much. It's almost overwhelming. It's not, but it's, like, on the verge of just, like, decision paralysis, which is something that I struggle with all the time. I'm like, oh, so many choices, I can't decide. I'm going to sit here and think about it for 10 years instead of actually make a choice. And then meow meow. Always got to pet the meow meow. We love the meow meow. Do do do. This looks like research documents about the gunner. In times of yore, there lived heroic marksmen who found glory and inspiration in firearms. Their souls together form the power of the gunner. Among them, the adept who pierces many foes with one bolt, I dubbed the sniper. And the elite gunplay ace, I dubbed the dragoon. The dragoon? Final Fantasy moment. The gunner archetype is the master of attacking from the back row, possessing the unique ability to destroy enemies from afar. But power that requires specific circumstances or tactics to excel is less flexible in the end. The back row is its own limitation, let no gunner forget this truth.
Exactly.
So this archetype has some powerful attacks from the back row, but it can't do much if it's in the front.
So if we find an enemy that constantly attacks the back row, the gunner is not the one for that fight. So...
What now?
I'm thinking about this. We have 13 500s. We have 14 100s. Oh, increases magic by 1. I mean, I guess I'd give that to myself? Because these two are both more strength focused than anything, right? And increase max MP by 2. I mean, I'll definitely give that to myself. Seeds of a rare tree. Growing them somewhere will bear fruit that grant a small amount of archetype XP. Ooh. I'm just like, do I just pump this into getting merchant to rank 15? How much does 100 do? Okay, that's actually not that much, huh? But 500?
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
Increases likelihood of receiving items. Bum bum. Does the XP boost for archetypes count as a consumable? If it increases the effects of consumables, if I unlock this and then equip this archetype and then use my XP, does it give more XP to them because it is 1.2 times higher XP than it would be? Or is it only talking about, like, healing consumables and stuff? Because it is something that I am consuming. It is an item that I am consuming and using up. So, I don't know. I don't know. How much does a 15 do? Oh, a 15? A 500, rather. Okay.
I found new power.
Rank 5. So then if I equip it... out of curiosity.
Coin can solve problems a blade cannot.
So true, King. And then I go in here with it now equipped. Is that doing more? I don't know.
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
I don't think we have enough to get it to rank 15, huh? Let's get it to rank 10. And then I guess we'll just use it to get it the rest of the way. Seems fair, seems fair. Okay. What are Traveler's Voices saying tonight? Spent time with Brigitte, spent time with Stroll, spent time with Hulkenberg. Oh, we can do that? Tonight? 0% of people spent time in a labyrinth. Good for them. Alright, let's head out and decide what we want to do.
You'll come again.